Hi everyone, I'm going to show you some tools in Go Math that you can use for reteach and remediation. Again, just a reminder, I do this all the time, but make sure you're not in Go Math, that you go to Texas Go Math. So I am in grade 4. I know that over here there is already a video over teacher resources here. Don't forget though that that's available because it's got some good, easy printable things that are right there for you. I really want to spend some time looking at the math iTools. I wish I had remembered this when we were teaching online because this would have been great. So you have all these different categories. Let's say I take counters, and let's say I want to compare some numbers with my students. So I want to compare blocks to teddy bears. And I can just line them up. And then we can count them right down here. It's already got it for you, 6 and 9. We can talk about a 6 greater than, equal to, or less than 9. You can check it. There are many categories here. Math mountains, that would be like your fact families. You've got your base 10 blocks. That's wonderful. You're working online. You can create a grid visual very quickly for your students. We've got place value chips, number lines, number charts, bar models, secret code cards. I really liked the graphs. So you can choose what kind of graph you want to build with your student. So lots of really good resources there if you're looking for a good visual. Couple of other things. So again, that was the Math iTools. So check that out and play with it. But a couple of other things I wanted to point it out. We're all familiar with the math on the spot videos. Don't forget, if you're reteaching or you have a kiddo who's behind, below grade level, you can always go back to those grades before and use the resources there. So if I'm teaching a 4th grade student, but we really need to relook at some 2nd grade math concepts, well, I can go back to the 2nd grade and see what resources are there. So you look at it that way, you actually have quite a bit of material on hand to reteach and to fill in those gaps if you need to. Tier 1 RTI also has some, let's say I want to compare and order fractions. I need to reteach that. Well, there are more materials there available for me to use with my student. And one other thing I wanted to point out in the assessment guide that I thought would be handy, if you come down here to the individual record forms. So let's say that at the beginning of the year, I do the prerequisite skills inventory. Well, I can have one of these sheets for my students and I can quickly fill in, cross out the items that they missed and see, ooh, that one was this TEK. And so I can look and see, well, are there any commonalities of things that they're missing? And then I can get really specific on my reteach or look at how I'm going to group students based on their different needs. So this is a handy tool just to get started when you're thinking about how am I going to group people? What do I need to reteach into who, or who's already got it? That would be really quick and easy to print out. So those are just some ideas on how you can use Math iTools and a few other resources in Go Math for reteach and remediation.